Thursday. Welcome to Art Time with Mrs. Hemlick. Today we're going to draw a really cool bug. It's called a treehopper. And here's another one. And another one. Yes, these are all treehoppers, drawn in cartoon style, of course. But let me tell you about these treehoppers. They have what are called helmets. And there are over 3,000 different species of treehoppers. Some have a leaf type helmet, which they use as a disguise. Some have a helicopter type helmet. And some have a red striped helmet. So these guys like to dress up in disguise. So what we're going to do today is draw the leaf treehopper. So take your piece of white copy paper, and today I'm going to start with an orange marker. Actually, this is tiger orange, and I'm going to draw the two eyes right here and kind of in the far left down in the corner, but not too close in the corner, and two nice big circles for eyes, ovals, and then inside a little C shape like that, a little C shape. All right, I like to have a friendly tree hopper, so I'm using the point of my marker to make a little nose and a big smiley mouth. And then around there, I'm going to draw kind of the bottom of his face. So I'm going to start with a little dot here and a dot here on either side of his eyes. I'm going to draw a half circle there. Or C, you could call it a C, and a backward C here. And then I'm going to join those together like that. All nice curves. All right, the next step is to draw his body. And the way I'm going to draw his body is the same for every one of the treehoppers. So you can design your own helmet based on the basics of what we're going to draw here. So we're going to draw two curved lines out into this direction, kind of up towards this corner here. So here we go. Here's one, and I'm going to start kind of at the side of his face. If you need to, put a little dot there, and a smaller curve, and then a bigger one in whatever room you have coming out there. All right, so we kind of have the basics, his head, and the two parts of the back of his body. Now we need his feet. Now insect feet, you want to really draw those so it looks like an insect. And here's an easy way to do that. First, we're going to draw 4 feet along the bottom here. And the first foot I'm going to put right here in the middle. And it's really just a slightly curved or like a little peak there for a foot. And then we'll put another one here and another one back here. And I'm going to put one over here. Now, so the top of his feet are peaked like that. The bottom is a little bit rounded like that. So these almost look like boomerangs. And if you want to be fancy, you can put a little bit of an edge on this side there that sticks out away from your tree hopper. So we have his feet, 3 feet on this side, 1 foot on the other side, and we're not going to draw the other 2 feet back here because we're not going to see those. So how do I connect the feet to his body? Easy. All right, the next part is to draw some dots. You can put the dots up between his body and his foot. Dots, and I like to put them somewhere where the top of the foot is pointing. Here is good, here is good, and here is good. All right, so what are we going to do with dots and triangles? We're going to draw curves or long ovals, and they should always join here, here, and here. All right, here we go. I'm going to draw an oval, long skinny oval there. And then I'm going to draw another oval connecting to the body. It can be anywhere, but try to get as much oval length as you can in there. So this one, all right, here's this dot for this next foot, draw another long oval that connects to the edge of his foot. And then if you need to turn yourself to get a nice long oval there, and here's one here, another dot and a long oval, and I'm going to connect that one to about right here, like that. It's okay if it overlaps. And this one, because this is closest to his body, we want to have the oval connect there, like that. And then this is going to be behind his head, so we're not going to see where it attaches to the body, so it's going to be a curve, and then the other side of the curve. We're not going to see the entire oval. So there we have four feet, and the other two are hidden back here. All right, good job so far. Let's draw the leaf part of his helmet, his disguise. So I'm going to start about right here on the side of his head, and I'm going to think to myself, leaf. What does a leaf look like? We know the edges can curve depending on what type of leaf. And these tree hoppers, since we're drawing these cartoon style, lots of your ideas are welcome. You draw whatever kind of leaf you can think of. I'm going to draw kind of like a maple leaf coming out here, and it's just going to join. And when I drew this, I drew a curve, I stopped, drew a C. I drew a curve, I stopped, and I drew a C. Okay, another curve, stop, and draw a C, and continue the whole way around. Now I need to draw the vein part of this to make it look like a leaf. I'm going to just draw a little section across here and have this. I'm going to get a little fun with that center part like that. And then I'm going to draw these lines coming out this way. All right, like a leaf, little veins. All right, so I think we're pretty much have the basic drawing here. And I'm just going to take a little bit of brown, and I'm going to color his eyes like that, just the inside, so those stand out a little bit more. And then I'm going to draw a tree trunk back here. So he's kind of holding on to a tree trunk. So this one, this foot down here, where it ends, you can draw part of the tree trunk, and you're going to jump over all the orange or whatever color you have and pretend this is going right off the page. This tree limb. Actually, these tree hoppers are so tiny. He'd be on like a little stem of a leaf himself. And then down here, if this tree little stem is going that way, this one's going to kind of go off that way. And then I'm going to use the very tip of the marker to draw some designs. So it looks like a little bit of a wood texture. Just very lightly drag that across like that. Skip over his feet like that. All right, and I am going to go over his nose and some of these parts like this so that they stand out. All right. Okay, I want to show you a little trick about coloring with markers. I'd like to have blue for my background for the sky, and I want to put a little bit of yellow first. So I'm outlining around my tree, my leaf, like this. Just go all the way around here. And then I'm going to go with the green, like this, using the side of the marker, that really wide, long side of the cone part of the marker. And here's a little tip when you're coloring a large area. First outline it, and then turn it to the side, or whatever is easiest for you, to use your whole arm in coloring it. Not just your wrist and hand. Use your entire arm and go back and forth like this. And one little trick I like to do is to put my finger here so it stops the marker on that green line. Now here I don't need to. I'll come back. I'll show you how to do that. Actually, I'm going to go right to the center here, like that. And I'm going to turn this around and go the other direction. But I keep my left hand, my finger right here, and that's where the marker stops. You might get a little green finger, but it makes it a lot easier to color it in. Treehopper. Another little suggestion you can do is to show a little shadow underneath his big fancy leaf here, and just put a little bit of brown right underneath around that so it looks like there's a shadow. You can use a crayon, or I like to use crayons for that because it's fun to blend those. Also, if you noticed, I did a little bit of brown outlining, and don't forget to sign your name. And I would like you to come up with your own design for a tree hopper. Remember, they can have a red helmet, a helicopter top like that, and we did the leaf helmet on our tree hopper. So have fun with these. In the description, there is a link to a lot of great photographs and videos of tree hoppers, actual tree hoppers. So I'd encourage you, please look at those, because this is an exciting bug and I had a lot of fun with this. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.